The person I'm doing my speech on is my favorite producer and director, Tim Burton, because of his dark and gothic faith. He was born August 25th, 1958 in Burbank, California. He was always considered to be a recluse growing up because he always kept to himself and always drew cartoons. He was really, really talented and ended up going to the California Institution for Arts for animation later on. After that, he went on to work for Disney and worked on the movie The Fox and the Hound. His feature debut, although that started his career, was Pee-wee's Big Adventure in 1985. He was married to Leanna Drisecki in 1989, who was also a visual effects director herself. He then divorced her in 1991. He was also engaged to Liza Marie all the way from 1992 to 2001. In 2001, that's when he met his now current wife, Helena Bonham Carter. They have 2 kids together. They have a son named Billy Ray and a daughter named Nell. The interesting part about them that I really like is their houses. They live in different houses, but their houses are conjoined by a hallway, and that's how they visit each other and everything. I think that's really, really cool, and it very, very much suits their lifestyles and everything and the way that they are. Tim Burton is very famous for his movies like Beetlejuice, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Sweeney Todd, Planet of the Apes, Corpse Bride, Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach. There are so many movies that he's directed and produced, and that's only a small handful of how many he's actually produced and directed. Some interesting facts that I learned about him. He always carries a pocket-sized sketchbook and watercolor kit with him, so that way when he's walking down the street, if an idea comes to his mind or he sees something that gives him an idea, he can just stop and write it down or even color it out and draw it out. He always likes to wear the color black because he doesn't like to match colors, and he doesn't have time to match colors. In high school, he actually played water polo and swam for his high school. He has a younger brother whose name is Daniel, and he is an artist as well. I guess it just runs in the family. And Tim Burton is actually very much interested in clowns, and every single one of his movies has either a clown in them or it has some sort of a reference to a clown. Everybody already knows this, but his best friend is Johnny Depp, who is actually the godfather to his son, Billy Ray. And the person that he always has to do his music in his movies is Danny Elfman, and him and Danny Elfman always get together, and they've been working together for years. Tim Burton is just one of my absolute favorite people, and I decided to do my speech on him because there's a lot of interesting things that I have actually just learned about him, and he's always been an interesting guy to me, so that's why I did my speech on him.